She walked into her own store wearing simple clothes. At first, her employees didn't know she was the boss. When they found out, they felt really sorry and even kneeled down, asking for forgiveness. At the age of 45, Sophia had become a true success story. Starting from a humble countryside background, she climbed the ladder of success by investing in renowned fashion and beauty companies. She was now at the pinnacle of her career, swimming in wealth and influence, living a life of luxury that most could only dream of. What set her apart, however, was her uncommon kindness and humility, virtues not often associated with high-powered entrepreneurs. Sophia's journey had been a testament to hard work and dedication, building an empire while treating her employees with respect. She earned the admiration and love of everyone who knew her. Now, as a flourishing businesswoman, she was on the brink of closing a major deal with Zoe Shoes, a prestigious luxury shoe store franchise. Excitement filled her as she envisioned the possibilities that lay ahead. The pivotal meeting with Zoe Shoes turned out to be a triumph, and Sophia happily invested over $50 million for a 90% stake in the company. Returning home, she shared her success with her family, toasting with a rare and expensive bottle of champagne. As she sat in her plush armchair overlooking the city from her penthouse, a sense of pride and contentment washed over her. However, her joy took an unexpected turn when she reached out to one of the Zoe Shoes stores she had acquired. The response she received was shockingly rude, with an employee dismissing her call due to business. Perplexed, Sophia called again, only to encounter the same unfriendly tone from the manager, Annie. Unaware of Sophia's identity, Annie's attitude irked the successful businesswoman, prompting her to reveal who she truly was. "Young lady, I am the new owner of Zoe Shoes. I don't know how you used to work before, but you will now have to change your voice tone and be nice with everyone calling this number. Do you understand? I will come tomorrow and we will talk about that." Annie, realizing her mistake, was quick to apologize and promised to make amends for Sophia's visit the next day. Determined to rectify the situation, she instructed her staff to provide impeccable service, aiming to impress their new boss and avoid any further blunders. The following day, Sophia, true to her routine, woke up at 6 a.m. As always, she took care of her skin, meditated, and did some yoga. Enjoying breakfast on the rooftop with a breathtaking sea view, she prepared to visit her newest luxury shoe store at the mall. She radiated beauty and positivity, captivating everyone with a hot pink linen jumpsuit, white blazer, and an intoxicating fruity floral scent. Despite encountering obstacles like heavy rain and traffic, Sophia remained undeterred. Unfortunately, while she was avoiding a car coming in the opposite direction, her car went through a pothole leading to a flat tire. Undeterred by the challenges she faced on her way to the mall, Sophia, using her father's car knowledge, managed to change the flat tire herself. She found herself soaked and muddy but persisted. In an unfortunate twist, she slipped and broke a high heel, making her dilemma even more challenging. Unwilling to return home in her current state, Sophia spotted a haven: Mrs. Lily's thrift shop. Mrs. Lily, a warm and kind-hearted elderly woman, welcomed Sophia into her humble thrift store. Offering a towel and coffee, Mrs. Lily's genuine hospitality was a breath of fresh air. Sophia, not concerned about glamour, simply sought dry clothes. Mrs. Lily generously provided the best pieces from her thrift store, and Sophia, grateful for the gesture, also made additional purchases. As a token of appreciation, Mrs. Lily insisted Sophia take an umbrella and an old sandal as gifts. Touched by Mrs. Lily's generosity, Sophia attempted to tip her $200, but the gracious old lady declined, deeming it too much. Sophia insisted, emphasizing that the kindness and help she received were priceless. Leaving the thrift store, she left behind a simple yet profound sentiment: good deeds should always be rewarded. Arriving at the high-class mall, Sophia became aware of disapproving glances from people around her. The mall's upscale atmosphere clashed with Sophia's plainly dressed, wet, and messy appearance. Her clothes, simple and with a few holes, didn't align with the elegance surrounding her. Wearing sandals on the verge of breaking, with rain-soaked hair and makeup washed off, she now carried the scent of rain and dirt instead of her usual floral perfume. Meanwhile, at the luxury shoe store, Annie eagerly awaited Sophia's arrival. She had gone to great lengths to ensure exceptional treatment for all customers that day. However, within the store, employees Cindy and Jenny displayed a bitter and nasty attitude, particularly towards a new and polite employee named Jane. As Sophia entered the store, she marveled at its beauty and sophistication. A pendulum chandelier with amber lamps cast a warm glow, illuminating meticulously arranged shoes on shelves and plush velvet chairs. Her sense of pride in her recent acquisition filled her with joy. Yet Sophia's moment of admiration was shattered when Cindy, with disdain, exclaimed, "High-class customers, get out of here, you filthy thing," echoing Jenny's contempt. Despite the special treatment directive for all customers that day, the two employees humiliated Sophia, insisting she leave immediately. In an appalling turn of events, Cindy and Jenny even suggested calling security to forcefully remove Sophia. Jenny grabbed her arm, attempting to drag her away, while Cindy joined in with mocking laughter. Despite Sophia's protests and demands to be treated with dignity, the two employees persisted in their humiliating actions. Witnessing the unjust mistreatment unfolding, Jane couldn't stand idly by. She shouted for Cindy and Jenny to stop and rushed to Sophia's aid, passionately insisting that everyone, regardless of their financial status, deserved respect. Ignoring Cindy's attempts to interrupt, Jane warmly welcomed Sophia into the store, determined to treat her with the kindness that every customer deserved. Sophia, sensing Jane's genuine humility and kindness, appreciated the warm welcome. The two witches, as Cindy and Jenny were aptly named, were left bewildered by the sudden shift in dynamics. Jane, pretending to be a regular employee, asked Sophia about the type of shoes she was looking for, while Sophia, intrigued by the unfolding drama, pretended to be an ordinary, less affluent woman evaluating the store's service. Expressing interest in a stiletto heel, Sophia received a suggestion from Jane for a beautiful Valentino-style model that had just been released. However, as Jane attempted to assist Sophia in trying on the shoes, the two witches, Cindy and Jenny, created a scene by rushing to the manager's office. In a fit of rage, Annie stormed out, berating Jane in front of Sophia. Annie spared no harsh words, emphasizing Sophia's perceived poverty and dirtiness, arguing that it would tarnish the store's image. She insisted that Sophia shouldn't wear expensive shoes and questioned if she could afford them in case of damage. The situation escalated, and the mistreatment intensified. Undeterred, Jane continued to defend Sophia, asserting that all customers, regardless of their financial situation, deserved equal respect. Annie dismissed Jane as not being a customer, claiming she couldn't afford anything in the store. Cindy joined in, mocking Jane's salary and implying that even she couldn't afford the store's products. Growing frustrated, Annie forcefully grabbed Sophia's arm, declaring she would escort her to the exit, citing her belief that Sophia didn't belong in the store. Despite the mistreatment, Jane persisted in standing up for Sophia, emphasizing the importance of treating everyone with respect. Sophia resisted, adamant about not leaving, while Cindy and Jenny joined Annie's efforts to expel her. Despite the hostility, Jane continued to intervene, believing that the shop owner would have a different perspective and insist on treating all customers equally. Unmoved by Jane's efforts, Annie coldly announced Jane's termination, asserting that a successful businesswoman like Sophia wouldn't want to see garbage in her store. In a heartbreaking turn, Jane fell to her knees, tears streaming down her face, pleading not to be fired, revealing the desperate circumstances tied to her sick mother's need for expensive treatment. The raw vulnerability of the moment highlighted the profound impact of compassion in the face of injustice. Unmoved by Annie's pleas, Sophia rose from her seat, revealing herself as the store owner. "Ladies, I should have introduced myself. As you can see in my ID, I am Sophia Martina, the new owner of Zoe Shoes." The room fell silent as Sophia displayed her ID, leaving Annie, Cindy, and Jenny in shock. Annie, now stammering and full of apologies, begged on her knees to keep her job. However, Sophia, angered by the mistreatment, made it clear that Annie would never work in any luxury shoe store again. Turning her attention to Cindy and Jenny, Sophia swiftly fired them, instructing them to leave. "You do not deserve to work here, so I will ask you to leave now," she said to the three women. The three former employees, now humiliated and tearful, pleaded for mercy, but Sophia remained resolute. As they exited the store, their chapter with Zoe Shoes came to an end. Turning to the compassionate soul who had stood up for her, Sophia asked Jane to rise from the floor. Expressing pride in Jane's resilience and kindness, Sophia commended her for the way she handled the situation, regardless of her appearance. Jane, still in disbelief, couldn't fathom that she was speaking to the owner of the store. Shyly looking down, she noticed the sandals Sophia was wearing and awkwardly shared that she had similar ones from a nearby thrift store, a kind lady's gift when she broke her heels. Astonishingly, Sophia realized it was Mrs. Lily's thrift store, and her delight was evident. Jane then excitedly revealed that Mrs. Lily was her mother. The connection between them deepened as Sophia remembered Jane mentioning her sick mother earlier. Touched by the coincidence, Sophia offered to cover all of Mrs. Lily's treatment expenses. Overwhelmed with joy, Jane shed tears of gratitude. In a heartfelt moment, Sophia declared Jane as the new sales manager, ensuring an increased salary for a better life for her mother. Stunned and elated, Jane was given the responsibility of training and hiring for the store. Sophia expressed her desire for more honest, kind individuals like Jane at Zoe Shoes, emphasizing the importance of treating all customers equally. As a gesture of gratitude, Sophia donated a substantial amount to Mrs. Lily's thrift shop, enabling it to expand from a garage into a larger store. The ripple effect of kindness continued, spreading joy to those who needed it most. In the end, everyone found happiness, and Sophia continued her career as a compassionate leader, determined to make a positive impact on the lives of those around her. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and this other story that may be appearing on the screen will most likely move you as well. Have a nice day and see you in the next video.